Well, many of the issues at the southern border stem from the Mexican drug cartels. The criminal organizations have made billions on the border through drug and human smuggling. And now a one-of-a-kind joint police effort is working to stop them. 8 departments in North Texas counties have teamed up. This unit is the first of its kind in the U.S. Joining me now, let's welcome in Smith County Sheriff Larry Smith, whose department is part of this joint effort. Sheriff, thank you so much for your time. First of all, just talk about what is the biggest threat right now from the cartels?
The biggest threat from the cartel right now is, for Texas anyway, and as I understand from talking to sheriffs in other states, even the northern states, is the deadly fentanyl that's killing our youth. That, as well as other people coming across the border that we don't know what they're holding in store for us at a later date.
And Sheriff, how have you seen the cartel activity change within the past few years? How is it different than, say, 5 years ago?
The cartels will get involved in anything that has money attached to it. That's what they're in the business for, is financial reasons. That's why they control all of the drug trade that comes from Mexico. Any deadly fentanyl that comes into the United States, it comes from China to the Mexicans, and then it comes across the porous Mexican border. And again, that's what's killing our youth almost daily now.
Yeah, absolutely. Sheriff, let's talk about this joint task force specifically. How important is it to be partnering and having these different departments all working together toward one goal?
I think it's of the utmost importance. Ours even, just to add a little bit to it, until we started this task force, just prior to starting the task force, you had to be a contiguous county in order to be able to help your next door sheriff. Sheriff Skinner and I from Collin County actually went to the legislature several years back before this task force started, and got that law changed, which is the first time a law has been changed by a Texas sheriff in about 100 years. So that's the utmost importance, but to watch the north, south, east, west corridors, traveling to the artery, the states where the methamphetamine, the heroin, the fentanyl, and all of these different drugs are trafficked. They have all routes through all of our 7 or 8 counties that we're involved in now.
Well, Sheriff, hearing that, what is the biggest obstacle right now to trying to take down this criminal element?
Getting the border closed. Obviously, if we could close the border, that wouldn't completely stop things with the cartel, but it would sure slow it down. And it's very difficult to keep up with everything that they're bringing into the United States across the porous border, because they have all the way up to New Mexico and Arizona. They're coming in from there and coming downward into Texas. They're not just coming from Texas now, even though Texas has probably the most part of the border. They're coming from these other states as well, and then coming down to Texas. Yeah,
we do a lot of reporting here on NewsNation about the southern border and the different ways that many of these migrants are coming in, that the cartel is working to make that happen. Let's say the border does not close. What more would you like to see the federal government do?
Well, I haven't seen them do anything yet, hardly. So I would like to see them do what the taxpaying citizens of the United States and of Texas are paying them to do, and that is to do their due diligence and doing their job and stopping this scourge of drugs and aliens, undocumented immigrants coming into the country. Because with the undocumented immigrants also comes the drugs, because the coyotes and the cartels don't just bring humans across, they bring the drugs along with them as well, and many times make those immigrants that are just trying to get here to make a better life for themselves be the couriers for the drug.
Absolutely. Well, we know that this task force is certainly trying to make a difference, doing the work to get that done. Sheriff Larry Smith, thank you for your time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.